प्रभु जी, आपने जो मैसेज दिया था कि 29th तक एक टेस्ट हमें देना है ना, तो वो ओवरऑल है या फिर एक या
29th को तो कोर्स खत्म होगा। 29th को लास्ट क्लास है और कोर्स खत्म होगा 29th को, और एक वीक के बाद एग्जाम है, एक वीक के बाद टेस्ट होगा और सेम टाइम पे।
Tell him, bro.
But I think you have mentioned that we have to submit before 10 something.
Before 10?
29th of
Oh, that
April.
one. No, Mataji,
Yeah.
that is just that is whatever you remember that game I played that in the Sandhi Abhyasa session, where that was in morning. So that same Kahoot game I just assigned to all of the students, and I gave the link. So anytime any devotee gets, then he can attempt. So those whoever were not present in the Abhyasa session can attempt that game.
Okay. And in that game, if I want to give that game, I have to play that game again. I can play again. I can do it.
Yes. You can do it. No issues.
Okay.
You can do it.
प्रभु जी, ये गेम हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, ये गेम क्या वही कहो तो वही क्वेश्चन रहेंगे या न्यू क्वेश्चन रहेंगे प्रभु जी?
जो क्वेश्चंस मैंने सेट किए प्रभु, वो जो गेम जब खिलाया था मैंने पहले, एक्चुअली संधि अभ्यास सेशन जो होता है ना मॉर्निंग में, तो उसमें एक मैंने गेम खिलाया था यण संधि का। तो वो यण संधि का जो भी क्वेश्चंस हुए थे वही गेम को मैंने असाइन कर दिया। तो आप अपने हिसाब से जब भी समय मिले आप उसको अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं, वैसा है।
ओके प्रभु जी, जो लास्ट टाइम हम लोग ने काहूत क्विज खेला था, तो उसके भी क्वेश्चन के आंसर और कहाँ से मिलेंगे अभी?
उसके आंसर्स तो ऐसे नहीं मिलते, मतलब वो तो जैसे मान लीजिए आपने जो भी क्लिक किया, उसके बाद जब टाइम आउट हो जाता है, टाइम अप हो जाता है, उसके बाद आपको सही आंसर दिखता है। तो उसमें वो सिस्टम है प्रभु कि उसमें ऐसे मतलब उसमें अलग से फाइल नहीं मिलती कि कौन सा क्वेश्चन है, कौन सा आंसर है, लेकिन वो गेम को खेलने के बाद ही पता चलता है कि कौन सा सही आंसर है, कौन सा गलत है।
ठीक है प्रभु जी,
सिस्टम में डाला है इसलिए।
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, this is Urmila. I hope the exam won't be in the game style.
Yes, Mataji. Actually, I'm not able to hear you properly.
Is the exam, final exam will be in this game?
Until now, not decided, Mataji. Until now, not decided.
I hope not, Prabhu, because we need more time. This 20 seconds doesn't work, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah. Your voice is echoing, Mataji. That's why I'm not able to clearly hear you.
No, I'm asking for the final exam. Will be in the form of this game?
No, Mataji. That's what I'm telling. It's not decided yet.
Okay, but the problem is, Prabhu, because when I don't know about anyone else, but I'm speaking for myself. 23 seconds don't work, Prabhu. It's like really fast, you know.
Yes, that's why actually the Yan Sandhi game which I assigned and I sent that link to in the group. So in those questions I have set 30 seconds, Mataji. So you can peacefully choose.
It's just by the time your mind reads the question, is like clock is already done.
Oh, so maybe you're asking more time, Mataji. More time for that.
Slow, you know, because it's one of those things.
Sorry?
Sorry, I'm too slow in this. Maybe some people are better than me, but I'm just slow.
No problem, Mataji. There are some other devotees who are also like learning. No problem.
Actually, I like the paper last time you gave us in the first exam. That was really good way of doing the paper.
Yes. Yeah. Actually,
whatever you decide.
Yeah, I know. So actually, I thought, okay, through this game, of course, the right answers can also be. I can give that paper, and then people can also attempt. So through this, why I decided that okay, devotees can attempt this game, because through this, the right answer also will be checked. Okay, how many of you are able to select the right answer, and also how fast you are able to select. That will also be checked.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I think what it does, because I personally haven't been to a school in like 30 years, bro.
Oh yes. Yes, Mata. So actually, I have some assignments, Mataji. I have some assignment papers. I will send them to you or in the group only. Anytime if devotees want to attempt that paper, write the answers for those questions, they can write, and I will send the answer sheets itself. So then they, after writing the answers to that to those questions, they can cross check their answers from the answer sheets which I
Okay,
give.
that would be great. Thank
Yes.
you.
Hare Krishna. Okay, we'll start the class. Muralidhar Prabhu,
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
you chant Mangalacharan prayers.
Yes, Prabhu.
Someone is playing harmonium, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. I will come away.
Yeah.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम।
Okay, Hare Krishna. So you are able to see me? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So in the previous classes, we discussed 5 subtypes of Swara Sandhi. Okay, the very five subtypes of Swara Sandhi. They are. Who would like to list them? Binashaha Mataji, kindly list them. Kindly list all the sandhis which has been taught.
Savana Dirgha Sandhi,
Yes.
then Vritti Sandhi,
Yes.
then
Before Vriddhi Sandhi, Guna Sandhi.
Guna Sandhi, then Vritti Sandhi, then Yanta Vanta Sandhi.
Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. Yes.
Yanta Vanta Desha.
And then Yan Sandhi also. Yan Sandhi.
Yan
Yes.
Sandhi.
So in this way, 5 sandhis have been taught until now. And in today's class, we will learn Purva Rupa Sandhi. Okay. We will learn the 6th subtype of Swara Sandhi, that is Purva Rupa Sandhi. Okay. Purva Rupa Sandhi. I will explain the meaning of this one, Sandhi, why this Sandhi is called Purva Rupa. What is the meaning actually? Okay, so we are here, Purva Rupa Sandhi. In the last class, we will discuss Para Rupa Sandhi. Okay, so it's like Purva Rupa and Para Rupa. In Sandhi, we usually, again we tell this word Purva Varnaha and Para Varnaha. So in that same sense, these Sandhis are named. Okay, so you can get a little bit of idea. Okay, Purva Varnaha means the previous Varna, and Para Varnaha means the next Varna. Okay, the succeeding Varna. Similarly, Purva Rupa means the form, the Adesha of the Purva Varna. So the Adesha will be the Varna which is in the previous Varna. Okay, that will be the Adesha. And Para Rupa means the Varna which is in the Para Varna. That will be the Ekadesha. Okay, that will be the Adesha. Okay, so again, in Purva Rupa Sandhi, the concept of Ekadesha is being applied. Okay, so just I would like to repeat this. This kind of Adesha where both Purva Varnas and Para Varnas are replaced is called Ekadesha. Okay, In Yan Sandhi and Yantavanta Desha Sandhi, we saw that the Ekadesha is not applied. Okay. In these two Sandhis, Ekadesha is not applied. But in Yan Sandhi and Yantavanta Desha Sandhi, there is only Purva Varna gets replaced. Okay. Purva Varna only gets replaced. Paravarna stays as it is. So therefore there is no Ekadesha. In Ekadesha, both are replaced. So among Swara Sandhis, 5 Sandhis, namely Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, Guna Sandhi, Vriddhi Sandhi, Purva Rupa Sandhi, and Pararupa Sandhi. They are all Ekadesha Sandhis. Okay. So today we are going to learn Purva Rupa Sandhi, and in Purva Rupa Sandhi, Ekadesha is being applied. So we will just get into the rule of the before we learn Purva Rupa Sandhi. I would like to just recall the Yantavanta Desha Sandhi's rule, because this rule of Yantavanta Desha Sandhi is very important. Okay, so before we understand Purva Rupa Sandhi's rule, it is very important that Yantavanta Desha Sandhi's rule is clear to us. Okay, so what is that rule? When diphthong letters, okay, when diphthong letters that are A, O, I, and O are followed by a swara. Okay, these 4 letters, these diphthong letters, when they are followed by a swara, by any swara, it might be asavarna swara or it might be savarna swara, any one of them. So if they are followed by a swara, then they are replaced by I, av, I, av respectively. Okay, this is the rule of Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. Okay, I hope it's clear for everyone. Yes, so this is the Koshtakam or the chart. Yes, Tanuja Mataji, you have a question?
Prabhuji, last time you told that there is some exceptions in Yanta Vata Desa Sandhi. So it will come after you explain this one, or how it is?
Yes. So Purva Rupa Sandhi's rule is actually overruling Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi's rule. So whatever exception that the rule which is specifying, or this Purva Rupa Sandhi's rule will actually overrule that Sandhi. I will explain actually what is that exception rule. Okay. So through this Sandhi only we'll get to know. Yeah, I will make that clear.
Okay.
Okay. So now, what is the niyama of Purva Rupa Sandhi? Okay. What is the niyama of Purva Rupa Sandhi? So try to understand. Okay. When A, okay, when A or O, when A or O at the end of the word, okay, when A or O at the end of the word, highlight this word at the end of the word. Okay, this is very important. At the end of the word, when A or A occur at the end of the word, and if they are followed by a swara only, okay, when they are followed by only a swara, only a, not a or not e, not e, any varna, only a swara. Okay, when A or O swara they occur at the end of the word, okay, not at the end of non-word. When that word is in, when word is in the process, okay, to become, is in the process of formation, when that word is being formed or it's in the process, we are not talking about that, but we are talking about when A or A occurs at the end of the word, when word is already formed. Okay, when word is already formed, at that time, if A or O occurs at the end, and if these both varnas are followed by a swara, okay, if any of these swaras are is followed by a swara, then the former A or O replaces both respectively, and the sign avagraha is placed after A or O. Okay, you see. So Purva Varnaha is Padante Ekar and Paravarnaha is Aswaraha. Okay, Rasva Swaraha. Then Adeshaha will be what? Adeshaha will be Eswaraha. Okay, Adeshaha will be Eswaraha. Here Padante is very important. Okay, note down this point. I will explain you what is this word. Padante. Padante means at the end of the word, not at the end of the word which is in the process of becoming a word. Okay, when that's a non-word or it's in the process of becoming word. No, but when the word has been already formed, it's a proper word. At the end of that proper word, okay, of that formed word, A or O occurs. Okay, so when A occurs and Paravarnaha is Aswaraha, then Adeshaha will be A. Adeshaha will be A only. And Purvavarnaha, if it is O at the end of the word, and Paravarnaha is Aswaraha, okay, Aswaraha, then Adeshaha will be O Swaraha. Okay, Adesha will be Okaraha. Now here this Purva Rupa, what does it mean? Purva Rupa means Purva Varna's Rupa. Purva Rupa. So here, what is the Purva Varnaha? In Purva, here the very first rule, Padante A and Paravarnaha is Aswaraha. Here Purva Varna is what? A. Okay, A is the Purva Varna. And therefore, this Sandhi tells that whatever Varna is there in Purva Varna, whatever Varna is there in Purva Varna, that will only replace both of these letters. That will only replace Purva Varna also and Paravarna also. Okay, and that is A. Okay, so in Pura Purva Varna and Paravarna Akar. So here Purva Varna is A. And that's why when this criteria is fulfilled, if A is there and A is there, then the Adesha will be A. A will replace both of these letters, Ekar also and Akar also. Okay. And if Purva Varnaha is Okar in Padante and Paravarnaha is Aswaraha, okay, then Adesha will be O, Okaraha. Why Okaraha? Why? Because Purva Varna is Okara, that's why Adesha is also Okara. By this name, Purva Rupa Sandhi. What does it tell? That whatever Varna is there in Purva Varnaha, that letter will only be, that letter will only replace both of the letters, Purva Varna and Paravarna. That will only become Adesha. Okay. So we can see if A is there, then Adesha will be Ekar. And O Puravarna, Paravarna, then Adesha will be Oswara. Okay. Yes. Now here, very important point to be noted. Try to note down this point. So, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi covers both Pada and Apada. Okay. It covers both Pada and Apada non-Pada places. Okay. What was the rule in Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi? If Purva Varna is Ekar, and Paravarna is Swaraha, that includes Akar also. Swara means Akar also. Yes. So Purva Varna is Ekar and Paravarna is Akar, then Adesha will be what? Or any Swara, then the Adesha will be what? I will be the Adesha. If Purva Varna is A, then Adesha will be I. Now, if you see here in Purva Sandhi's rule, here also same criteria is there. Yes, A Swara, A is the Purva Varna. Even in Yantavanta Desha Sandhi, one second. Yes, in Yantavanta Desha Sandhi also, Purva Varna is A and Paravarna is Swara. Here, in Purva Rupa Sandhi, if Purva Varna is A and Paravarna is A, that is Swara. But in Yantavanta Desha, it is telling Adesha should be I. But Purva Rupa Sandhi is telling no, A should be the Adesha. A should be the Adesha. Similarly, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi is telling if Purva Varna is Okar, okay, if Purva Varna is Okar and Paravarna is Svara, then the Adesha should be Av. It should be Av. But Purva Rupa Sandhi is telling no, if Purva Varna is Okar in Padante and Paravarna is A, that is Swara letter, then Adesha should be Okar. Whom to believe? Do we have to believe Purva Rupa Sandhi or do we have to believe Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi? Whom to believe? Question arises. Yes. And how to, which Sandhi should be applied? Both are telling different Adesha. Purva Rupa Sandhi is telling different Adesha. Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi is telling different Adesha. Okay. Whom to believe? And also one more thing. Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi is an example of Purva Varna Adesha, or only Purva Varna gets replaced. But Purva Rupa Sandhi is an example of Ekadesha, where Purva Varna and Paravarna both are replaced. You see, so much differences are there. So now we'll understand what is happening here and what is the importance of the word Padante. Okay. Now you see, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. See, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi covers the criteria of both Pada and Apada or non-Pada places. That means that if Purva Varna is in A in Pada, okay, in a word which is already formed properly, and if A Varna is in the Apada, or it's in the process of formatting a word, in both places, if Purva Varna is A and Para Varna is Swara, then Adesha should be I. So criteria is big. Yes, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi criteria is big. It can be anything. It can be Pada or it can be Apada. No matter. But if letter is there and Paravarna is Svara, then this should be the Adesha. In both places, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi can occur, required if given criteria is fulfilled. So what is this? See, know this term. This is general rule, or in Sanskrit we call it as Utsarga Niyamaha. We call it as Utsarga Niyamaha. But Purva Rupa Sandhi overrules, now see, Purva Rupa Sandhi overrules Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. In all examples of Purva Rupa Sandhi, the conditions for Yanta Vanta Desha are also satisfied. However, Purva Rupa Sandhi is more specific. Purva Rupa Sandhi is more specific than Yanta Vanta Desha, and it will prevent the application of Yanta Vanta Desha in such cases. Since Purva Rupa Sandhi is more specific, okay, it's more specifically, it is telling that in those places only Purva Rupa Sandhi will be applied. And that's why Purva Rupa Sandhi will prevent the application of Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi in such cases. In such cases. Now, for example, if I tell you, see, Ko plus Api. Ko plus Api. Now apply Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi here. Apply. If Purva Varna is O, Paravarna is Svaraha. Okay, so here is the O is the Purva Varna and Api is the Paravarna. What should be the Adesha according to Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi? Av should be the Adesha. Yes, Av should be the Adesha. So what will be the product? What will be the final product? If you join Ko plus Api, it will become Kavapi. Yes, O will become Av and A will stay as it is. So it will become Kavapi according to Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. But this is wrong. You cannot apply Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi rule here in Ko plus Api, since Purva Rupa Sandhi is overruling. Purva Rupa Sandhi is giving more specific criteria that if O or A is occurring at the end of a word, only, and Paravarnaha is a only. Yanta Vandadesha is telling it might be A, I, O, or O, and it might be Pada. This varnas may occur at the end of Pada or at the end of a Pada, non-Pada, in the process of formatting a word. Anyway, any place. And Paravarnaha is Swaraha. Swara means all types of Swara, all 13 Swaras. All 13 Swaras, then Adesha will be there. But Pura Rupa Sandhi is telling, if Ekar is there at the end of a Pada, okay, at the end of a Pada, and Paravarnaha is only Akar, not all these Swaras, only Akar, then that Adesha, Yanta Vanta Adesha Sandhis, Adesha will not be applied, but rather Pura Rupa Sandhi will overrule Yanta Vanta Adesha Sandhi, and the Pura Rupa Sandhis Adesha will be applied in such cases. See, general rule, Utsarga and exception, Apavada. The concept of Utsarga and Apavada is used throughout Panini Sutras to present rules, Panini Sutras to present rules which cover the same scope of operation. Utsarga and Apavada are relative terms. Utsarga means is a general rule. Utsarga is a general rule, while Apavada is a special rule whose scope is totally within the scope of Utsarga. Understand? Try to understand. Utsarga is a general rule, while Apavada is a special rule whose scope is totally within the scope of Utsarga or general rule. When such a relationship is observed between two rules, Apavada takes effect by negating Utsarga rule. Apavada will take effect by negating Utsarga. You see, general rule. Utsarga, Utsarga means it's general rule. So now here you consider Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi as general rule. Okay. All criteria are fulfilled. A, I, O are there. Paravarna, Swaras are there. Respective Adesha will occur. Now exception is what? Pura Rupa Sandhi. Now Pura Rupa Sandhi's criteria or the whatever scope is there, that is also within the scope of Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi only. Yes. So if A is there in Padante and O is there in Padante and Paravarna is that is also within the Swara, counted within the Swara, then Adesha will be different than the Utsarga rule. So Apavada does not have its own scope outside that of Utsarga. Apavada does not have its own scope outside that of Utsarga. Thus, if Apavada never took effect, it would become useless, which is not acceptable. So Panini has given some rule in his grammar, and if you tell no, Prabhu, I will apply here Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi only, then that is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. So whatever rules are being set by Panini, we have to accept. And if we don't follow, then those rules will be useless. Those rules will be useless. Then why Panini wrote? If the Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi should only be applied, then why did Panini write those rules? Is he mad? No. He wrote these rules to tell, okay, even the general rule is having more scope. General rule is covering more criteria, but Apavada will negate Utsarga, whose scope is within the general rule. Okay, Apavada will negate Utsarga in such cases, which scope is within the general rule. Okay, so this is the Utsarga and Apavada. Okay, this is the concept. So here in this two sandhis, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi is a general rule. It's covering more criteria. It's covering more scope. And Apavada Sutram or Apavada Sandhi is Pura Rupa Sandhi. Okay. So whose scope is also within the Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. Okay. So this is the expertise of Maharshi Panini. This is the expertise. I will explain you later how it is like. Okay. Yanta Panta Desha Sandhi is covering both types, pada and non-pada. If any one of them has a, I, o, au followed by a swara letter, respective adeshas will occur in their places. Okay, just summarizing everything. But Purva Rupa Sandhi specifies this rule. If a or a falls in padanta at the end of a pada, followed by a swara only, then only Purva Rupa Sandhi will occur. If such criteria is fulfilled, then Purva Rupa Sandhi will overrule Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. Purva Rupa Sandhi will occur in such places. So this is an example of Utsarga Apavada concept. Okay. Now you can see here both charts are being displayed. Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi and Purva Rupa Sandhi. Okay. So Purva Rupa Sandhi is telling that if A occurs at the end of a pada, only, and Paravarna is A only, then Adesha will be A. And if Puravarna O occurs at the end of a pada, not a pada, if Purvarupaha, if Purvavarnaha O is there, okay, O is there, but it's falling in the apadanta, or it's falling at the end of apada, that is non-pada, then which rule will be applied? Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi rule will be applied. You see, if padante A is there, if the A letter is falls at the end of the word and Paravarna is A, then Adesha will be A. But if Puravarna is there and A occurs at the end of a pada, that which is in the process of becoming a word. Now it has not become a word, but it's in the process, that is non-pada. Then which rule will be applied? Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi rule will be applied. Yes. Okay. So Adesha will be I. In such cases, Adesha will be I. And similarly, if apadante means that which is not pada, and that in those places if O is occurring and Paravarna is akar, then in such cases Purva Rupa Sandhi will not occur. Why? Because Purvavarnaha here O is not at the end of pada, but at the end of apada, that is non-pada. Then which rule will be applied? Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi rule. That is what? Av. Okay. Puravarnaha O, Paravarna Swaraha, then Adesha will be Av. Okay. But as I gave you example, Ko plus Api. Ko is one word. Ko is a word, and Api is a word. Okay. So here O is there. Okay. At the end of the word Ko, at the ending letter is O. So it's a word. And that's why even though Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi's criteria are fulfilled here. Okay, Puravarna is Okar, Paravarna is Akar, Swaraha. Then here there should be Av, but that will negate. Apavada will negate Utsarga rule or general rule. And here Purva Rupa Sandhi will be applied, and therefore the Adesha will be O. Okay, in both places, both will be replaced and Adesha will be Okar. Okay, so it will become Kopi, not Kavapi. That is wrong. It's Kopi. Okay, Kopi. Okay, this is the rule. Now we will just get into the examples of Purva Rupa Sandhi. Okay. So here, see, Padante Ekar and Paravarna is Akar. Okay, Aswaraha. Then Adesha will be A. Okay, Adesha will be A. Now here you see, Te plus Atra. Te plus Atra. So if you split, Te is one word. Okay, Te is a word. Te is a word, and A is occurring at the end of a word. Okay, you see in the red letter. Okay, so A is occurring at the end of a word, and A is swara. A is a paravarna. So Adesha will be what? Ekadesha will be happen. Ekadesha will happen here. Both letters will be replaced. Okay, both letters. Ekar also will be replaced, Akar will be replaced, and one letter will come in the replacement of both. What is that? Ekar. Okay, so ta plus a plus tra. It becomes tetra. Okay, it becomes tetra. Now just I will tell you what is this sign. It is common to use the symbol avagraha. Okay, this is called avagraha as an indicator of Purva Rupa Sandhi. Though this holds true in many cases, it is not technically correct. There is no rule. Okay, there is no rule described in any place that the symbol avagraha has to be compulsorily used to indicate this sandhi. Kopi could as well be written as kopi. Okay, without avagraha. So just avagraha is a symbol to indicate, okay, Purva Rupa Sandhi is being applied here. Okay, so like that. It's not compulsory. It's not compulsory, but usually wherever in shlokas also we find there is avagraha. Okay, to indicate there is Purva Rupa Sandhi. Okay, but kopi can be also written without avagraha. It's technically correct. Okay, it's technically correct.
Prabhuji,
1 second, Prabhu. 1 second. I will come to your questions. I will take your questions. So te plus atra becomes tetra. Okay. Then rame plus adhikam. Okay. Rame plus adhikam. Ram, and if you so a is occurring at the end of a word. A varna is occurring at the end of a word, and a is there as paravarna. Criteria is fulfilled. What should be the adesha? Eka should be the adesha. Eka should be the ekadesha. Both varnas will be replaced. Okay. So Ram plus A plus A plus Dhikam, it becomes Rame Dhikam. Okay, it becomes Rame Dhikam. Avagraha is applied. Okay, Rame Dhikam. So Te plus Atra, A plus A is there. Puravarna A, Paravarna A. Okay, both will be replaced by the letter Ekaraha. And both in both ways it can be written. Tetra, okay, Tetra, Tetra. So with avagraha or without avagraha. Okay, so this sign, no, this is a S type of sign, S. This is called avagraha. Okay, note down this point. That S type of sign is called avagraha, which is indicator of Purva Rupa Sandhi. Okay. Then Rame plus Adhikam. A is Puravarnaha, A is Paravarnaha. Okay, both will be replaced by the letter Ekaraha. Okay, both will be replaced by the letter Ekaraha. Then it will become Ramedikam. Okay, A is occurring at the end of a word, at the end of a pada. That's why Purva Rupa Sandhi will occur here, not Yantavanta Desha Sandhi will occur. So it will not become Ramayadikam. Ramayadikam it will not become, but it will become Ramedikam, because A is occurring at the end of a pada. Okay, this is the thing. 1 second. Ramo plus api. Okay, Ramo and api. So padante, if okar is there and paravarnaha is aswaraha, okay, in padante at the end of a word, o letter is there. So Ramo, it's a word. Okay, Ramo is a word, and O is occurring at the end of a word. Api is there, A is there in the paravarnaha. Okay, so what will be the adesha? O will be the adesha. Okay, O will be the adesha. So it will become Ramopi. Okay, both letters will be replaced by the letter O, and it will become Ramopi. Okay, Ramopi. Avagraha will be applied here, will be written here. Okay, Yo plus Asti. Yo plus Asti. O is there at the end of pada. So O is there at the end of a pada. Yo is a word. Okay, and in Asti the very first letter is Akar, Paravarnaha. So both sounds will meet and there will be phonetic change. Okay. So here Purva Rupa Sandhi will be applied, even though Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi's criteria are fulfilled. But since O is occurring at the end of a word, Purva Rupa Sandhi will overrule Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. Okay. So therefore, O will be the Ekadesha. So what will be the result of applying this Sandhi? Yosti. Okay. Yosti. Yo plus asti becomes yosti. Avagraha will be written here. Okay. Ramo plus api, Puravarna O, Paravarna A. Okay. Then both varnas will be replaced by the letter O. So it can be written in both ways, without avagraha or with avagraha. Ramopi, Ramopi. Then yo plus asti. So O is occurring at the end of a word, yo, and a is there in the paravarnaha. So here Purva Rupa Sandhi will be applied. Both varnas will be replaced by the letter O swaraha. Okay. O will be the adeshaha, ekadeshaha, and it can be written in both ways. With avagraha or and without avagraha. Yosti or yosti. Both are correct. Okay. Now I would like to take questions. Yes.
Prabhuji,
Hmm.
you have said na this in that that avagara can be read as avagara as a.
No, avagraha is a sign, Prabhu. It's a sign, or it is an indicator of Purva Rupa Sandhi. So we cannot read. Okay, so that symbol is not, we cannot read that symbol. It's
Because
just to indicate. Yes.
Yo cannot be read as yo asti.
No. It's yosti. We have to read it, not like
Because
yo asti. Yeah, you can definitely do the sandhi vicheda, and you can say the words without applying sandhi. Okay, but if you are applying Purva Rupa Sandhi, then you have to pronounce it as yosti. Okay,
because
yosti.
in most of the slokas when we see in the Bhagavad Gita, this avagara symbol is almost everywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
So that we cannot read as a.
No, we cannot read.
Okay, bro.
It's not, it's just indicator of Purva Rupa Sandhi, and also one more Sandhi in Visarga Sandhi. So there is also one more subtype of Visarga Sandhi. In future classes I will explain. So there is one rule in Visarga Sandhi that where also again there is this avagraha comes up. Okay, avagraha is also written again. So
Why this avagara they are using means what is the reason, Prabhu?
avagraha is just a indicator, Prabhu. It's just an indicator of Purva Rupa Sandhi. So they just use it just to tell, okay, yeah, the a is there actually, and because of Purva Rupa Sandhi, that a has been replaced by the letter A or O.
Whenever this symbol will be there, it is an indicator that it is a Purva Sandhi.
Yeah, Purva Rupa Sandhi. Yes.
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, whether in Lokesmin, for example, there is indicator of avagraha, indicator that there is a sandhi, Purva Rupa Sandhi. Whether
yes,
A is not elongated while pronouncing.
No, we cannot elongate it. We cannot elongate it. It's not like Lokesmin. No, it's Lokesmin. So we cannot elongate it. So it's definitely, Prabhu. I will explain that thing, that Rasva, Dirgha, and Pluta. So there are three types of, the varnas are divided into three there, like Rasva, Dirgha. I explained in the previous classes only two types, two divisions, Rasva and Dirgha. Okay. So definitely how this type of division, okay, what is the basis of this division? That Dirgha, why some varnas are called Dirgha Swaras? Because Dirgha Swaras take comparatively more time than Rasva swaras to pronounce. Okay. Dirgha swaras take little bit more time, comparatively more than the Rasva swaras. So we cannot just pronounce it as lokesmin. No, that is wrong. We have to pronounce it as lokesmin, lokesmin, like that.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'm a little confused about at the end of the pada. Aren't
Yes.
all these sandhis are actually paravarna is always at the end of the pada? So what's so special about this one?
Yes, Madhavi. So here in Pura Rupa Sandhi, in the previous classes also explained that actually Sandhi can occur in different places. So Sandhi occurs in the between the two words in a sentence, and also Sandhi can occur within a word. Sandhi can occur within a Subanta Pada or Tingandam Pada.
Yes.
So when Subanta Pada and Tingandam Pada, they are in the process of formation. That is what when Subanta Pada is divided into two. So Pratipadikam and Pratyayaha, Supratyayaha. And Tingandam Pada, if you split that, then that is made up of two things. That is Dhatu and Ting Pratyayaha. So when that word or when that word is in the process of formatting or in the process of becoming a word, so dhatu plus pratyaya. For example, if dhatu is having ekar and pratyaya is having akar, okay, then in those places purva rupa sandhi will not occur. Why? Because until now that pada it has not become a pada until now. It is in the process of becoming a pada. It's a non-pada. Dhatu is not a pada. Dhatu and pratyaya, they are in the process of becoming pada. When we join both of them, then tingantam pada we can call them. Okay. So gachati means it's a tingantam pada. If you tell, so gam dhatu, it's a gam dhatu. It's not a pada. It's in the process of becoming a pada. So when the ekar or a pura varnaha is there at the end of apadanta, or when it's not at the end of a pada, then in those places Pura Rupa Sandhi will not occur. Pura Rupa Sandhi will not be occurred, but in those places Yanta Banta Desha Sandhi will occur here. But in those places where the word or the pada has been already formed, pada is already formed, and the A is there in Pura Varnaha, and Paravarnaha is Asvaraha, only A, not any other Varna. Only A is there, then only Pura Rupa Sandhi will occur. Like that. So that is the difference between Pura Rupa Sandhi and Yantavanta Desha Sandhi. So Yantavanta Desha Sandhi is just generalizing all the criteria. So it's a general rule. It's called Utsarga Sutram or Utsarga Sandhi. So it's covering so many criteria. But Pura Rupa Sandhi is specifying. It's just specifying, okay, no, but if Pura Varnaha is ekar at the end of a pada, and Paravarnaha is only asvaraha, then Pura Rupa Sandhi will overrule Yantavanta Desha Sandhi, and in those places A will be the Adeshaha. Like that. So this is the concept of Utsarga and Apavada Sutram. So Utsarga Sandhi is Yantavanta Desha Sandhi, and Apavada Sandhi is Pura Rupa Sandhi. So this is the thing.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So loke plus asmin. You see here, loke plus asmin. Loke is a word. Loke has become a word. Okay. So loke is what? Saptami vibhakti ekavachanam. Okay. Rame ramayoho rameshu. So lokaha, loke. So loke plus asmin becomes lokesmin, because A is occurring at the end of a pada. That's why and A is there in Paravarnaha, and that's why Adesha will be Ekar. Okay. So Ekadesha will happen here. Ekadesha will happen. Okay. Paravarna will not remain as it is, but Paravarna will also get replaced. Okay. Similarly, te plus adya. Te is a word and a is occurring at the end of a word, and adya is there as the paravarnaha. So again, here there will be Purva Rupa Sandhi. Purva Rupa Sandhi will overrule Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi, and that's why here it will become Tedya. Okay, Tedya will come here, not Tayadya, not Tayadya, but Tedya. Okay, that's the so that will be applied. Purva Rupa Sandhi. Arabhate plus Arjuna. Arabhate plus Arjuna. Arabhate means what? Begins. Okay, or begins. So Arabhate plus Arjuna becomes Arabhate Arjuna. Okay, Arabhate is Tingantam Pada. It's the Tingantam Pada or verb. It's a verb. And Arjuna is a Subanta Pada. So is there in Paravarnaha, and therefore Adesha will be Eka. Okay, Arabhate Arjuna. Ete plus Atra. Ete plus Atra. Ete is a word and a is occurring at the end of a word. So it will become Etetra. Okay, it will become Etetra. Kale plus api. Kale, ekar is occurring at the end of a word, and is there as a paravarnaha. Therefore, Purva Rupa Sandhi will occur here, and Adesha will be Kalepi. Ekar will be the Adesha. Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Sorry, can you repeat this second one? This how to pronounce that? The Arabte Arjun or Arabte Arjun? How to pronounce that?
Arabate Arjuna. Arabate Arjuna.
Acha, is silent again.
Yes. It's not Arabate Arjuna. It's Arabate Arjuna.
Okay.
Yes. Sarvepi. Now you try to split the sandhi. Sarvepi. For example, you see this. So avagraha is the indicator of Purva Rupa Sandhi. So you see sarve plus api. Sarve plus api becomes sarvepi. Kurute. There is something wrong. Irjuna. It's wrong. So Kurute Arjuna. Okay. Kurute Arjuna becomes Kurute plus Arjuna. Okay, there is some mistake here. Ete plus Etetra becomes Ete plus Atra. Etetra equals to Ete plus Atra. Okay, again Purva Rupa Sandhi. A is there at the end of the word, and Paravarna is there Akar. So it will become Etetra. Sharire plus Asmin. Okay, Sharire plus Asmin. Sharire, Shariresmin. Sharire is a one word. Okay, it's a word. It's a pada, not a non-pada. It's a pada. So a is occurring at the end of a pada, and therefore Purva Rupa Sandhi will occur here. So it will become Shariresmin. Anye plus Anyepi. Okay, Anye plus api becomes Anyepi. Okay. Yes. So the same thing again I have mentioned. Purva Rupa Sandhi overrules Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. In all examples of Purva Rupa Sandhi, the conditions for Yanta Vanta Desha are also satisfied. However, Purva Rupa Sandhi is more specific than Yanta Vanta Desha, and it will prevent the application of Yanta Vanta Desha in such cases. Okay. Now, for those who don't know what is a pada, I would like to explain it actually, because since I'm explaining padanta, you need to know actually what is non-pada and what is a pada. Then only you'll be able to understand what is at the end of a pada. Okay. So I will explain this. What is a pada? So in Sanskrit language, if you see the structure of Sanskrit language is what वाक्य का अर्थ एक वाक्य अपने विचारों या भावों को अभिव्यक्त करने की इकाई है. a unit of expression. Okay, so a sentence is a way, or is a is a unit of expression. Okay, we can express our desires or express our thoughts to others through a sentence. That is the meaning of a sentence. Okay, so for example, Ramah vanam gacchati. Hindi, Ram van ja raha hai. Okay, this is a sentence. Okay, we are telling to some other person that, see, Ramah is going to the forest. Okay, so through this sentence, we we actually conveyed some message that, okay, Rama is going to the forest. Okay. Now, what is a vakya made up of? What is a sentence made up of? Vakyam consists of a word or words. Okay, Vakyam consists of a word or words. Padam or padani. Okay, word in Sanskrit is called padam. Word is called in Sanskrit padam. Okay, so in Vakya you can see there are so many padas. Okay, so many padas, or maybe one pada can create a sentence, can make a sentence. Okay. Now in Sanskrit there are only two types of padas. There are two types of padas basically. That is, one is Sangya pada and second is Kriya pada. Okay, Sangya pada is what? Noun. Sangya pada means, Sangya is a noun. Okay, any name. It can be common name and proper name, anything. Kriya pada. Kriya pada is what? Verb. Kriya, any action. Okay, verb. But in Sanskrit we call it as Sangya pada, we call it as Subantam padam. Okay, in Sanskrit we call Sangya pada as Subantam padam. जो पद सुप प्रत्यय से अंत होता है उसको सुबंत पद कहते हैं. Okay, so there is some pratyaya, I will explain it. And kriya pada is what? Tingantam pada. जो पद तिंग प्रत्यय से अंत होता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? Tingantam padam. In this way, in Sanskrit there are two types of padas, Subantam padam and Tingantam padam. Okay, Subantam padam means noun, Tingantam padam means verb. In every sentence there is one verb or Tingantam padam, written or implied. You see, Vakyam, I told you that, okay, so Vakyam consists of words or padas. So every time in a sentence there is a Kriya pada or a verb is there. Okay, in any sentence you take, Rama is going to forest. You see, there is a Kriya pada here, is going. Okay, present continuous. So there is a tense. Okay, so there is some Kriya. Then similarly in Sanskrit also, in every sentence there is a Kriya, there is a word, there is a verb. Okay, Subantam padam, Subanta pada, noun, and there is Kriya pada. Okay. Now, actually, how padam is formed? Okay, what is the, how every word in Sanskrit is comprised of two basic constituents. Okay, every word in Sanskrit is comprised of two basic constituents: original entity, prakritihi, plus suffix, pratyayaha. So padam, or any word, it is made up of two things. What are they? Prakritihi, original entity, and pratyayaha. So prakritihi plus pratyayaha, they become, when they are joined, they become a pada. Okay, so if I am telling padante, then that means that at the end of pada, okay, at the end of a pada means prakriti and pratyay, they are already joined and they have become a pada now, final product. Okay, then we can call them as padam. When prakriti and pratyay, they have joined and has become a pada, then we can call it as a padam. Okay, a word. So here in Purva Rupa Sandhi, as I'm telling padante, then that means that in those places prakriti and pratyaya, they have both joined and they have become pada. Okay, it's a word, it's a perfect word. At the end of that, of such type of word only, the Purva Rupa Sandhi occurs. Okay, so if at the end of the such at the end of a pada, if a is there and paravarna is akar, then Purva Rupa Sandhi is applied. Okay, and what is the meaning of apada, or what is non-pada? When pada is not yet formed, pada is in the process. Okay, word is in the two basic constituents. Okay, it's in the process of becoming a word. It's in the process of becoming a word. So prakritihi and pratyayaha. So when they join and whatever grammatical operations happen, that time until that time they have not become a pada. They are in the process. So we can call them as apada. Okay, we can call them as apada. So prakritihi is apada, pratyaya is apada. They are not padas yet, but when they join, they become apada. So when at the end of a apada, which is non-pada, when ekar occurs, okay, at the end of apada, non-pada, ekar occurs and paravarna is akar, in those places, Purva Rupa Sandhi will not be applied. Okay, Purva Rupa Sandhi will not be applied because Apavada's rules or Apavada's criteria is not fulfilled. Utsarga rules criteria are fulfilled. Okay, therefore in those places Utsarga rule will be applied. And when pada is not yet formed, okay, pada is not yet formed, in those places, if at the end of the apada a is there and paravarna is akar, then in those places yanta vanta desha sandhi will be applied. Okay, this is the concept of pada and apada, and so is padante and apadante. Any questions? बोलिए.
That means when I and au is present at the end of a word, padante, tab yantavanta adesh will be applied. Only in the case of a and o, it will be either purva roop or yantavanta. ऐसा है?
एक बार रिपीट करेंगे माता, मतलब आप क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं एग्जैक्टली?
ये पूर्व रूप संधि में ए और ओ,
ठीक है,
उसमें अप्लाई होता है, और यांता वांता में ए आई ओ औ चारों में अप्लाई होता है.
यस करेक्ट.
तो दैट मीन्स आई और औ में हमेशा यांता वांता ही अप्लाई होगा.
करेक्ट यस करेक्ट.
ओके, एंड ए और ओ में इट विल बी आइदर पूर्व रूप और यांता वांता.
नहीं इधर, हाँ, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द पदा. यस, नॉट इधर. ये वर्ड यूज मत कीजिए माता जी, इधर नहीं. इट्स नॉट ऑप्शनल, बट पदा, यदि पदा होगा तब पूर्व रूप संधि होगी, और यदि अपदा होगा तो फिर यांतवंत देश संधि होगी. हाँ, और परवर्णा कुछ भी हो सकता है माता जी, कोई भी स्वर. लेकिन पूर्व रूप में पदांत में ए और ओ होना चाहिए, और परवर्ण में अ ही होना चाहिए. अ के अलावा कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए.
हाँ, बराबर.
Okay, any other questions? Just Mukulananda Prabhu, you want to ask?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I don't know. Sorry, I have some problem with my coughing. Prabhu, I don't know if this is appropriate for the class. If you can explain, otherwise I can ask you in another moment. But yes. I was wondering if you can just explain how the Sutra Eknaha Padanta Ati, I think this refers to this Purva Rupa Sandhi. How is, how is connected with the, because you gave us in one of the PDF, the Maheshvara Sutranis. So my question is if Egnakt refers to Eon.
Yes, Engaf refers to Eon, okay, A and On. And padantat. Padantat means if those both varnas occur at the padanta. And paravarna is ati. Okay, ati is Prabhuji at. Okay, so ati means if paravarna or nimittam is akar. Okay, then only adesha will occur, A and O. So in Panini Sutras, it is being stated that ath means rasva akar only. Okay, not dirgha akar. If you apply takar here, takar after the akar, then that means that only rasva akar, not dirgha akar or pluta akar. Okay, not dirgha akar or pluta varna. So only the akar of the rasva akar only have to be taken, because if you tell in Panini Sutras, if you see, no, there is no a. There is no a, there is no e, there is no u. Yes, but it is stated that if I tell you a, then you have to take 18 forms of akar. That is what rasva, dirgha, pluta, like that. Okay, and then there is udatta, anudatta, swarita, and there is more divisions, anunasikaha and ananunasikaha. That is non-nasik, non-anunasik. So in that way, a has 18 forms. A has 18 forms. So here in Engaf Padanta Dati, here ati means Saptami Vibhakti, Prabhu. Okay, Saptami Vibhakti ati. Okay, so at, atau, ataha, atam, atau, ataha, ata, adbhyam, adbihi, ate, adbhyam, adbiha, ataha, atohu, atam, ataha, ataha, atohu, atam. No, not atam actually. 1 second. Adbhyah, and ataha, atohu, atam, ati, atohu, atsu. Yes. So in this way the table goes. So ati is in Saptami Bhakti. So nimittam.
Takaranta, Prabhu? Takaranta?
Yes, Prabhu. It's takaranta. Yes, takara. So it's takaranta word. So here at is there. In at the Saptami Vibhakti, it becomes ati. Okay, it becomes ati. So so nimittam is every time is written in Saptami Vibhakti, Prabhu. The paranimittam or the paravarnaha is written in Saptami Vibhakti. Okay, so if paravarnaha is written in Saptami Vibhakti, if paravarna is there, okay, then Puravarna and Paravarna, they will get Ekadesha, or only Puravarna will get replaced, like that. So in Engaf Padanta Dati, if you see, Engaf means A or O, and Padanta, if these both varnas they occur at the end of a word, at the end of a pada, and if Paravarna is only at, only Rasva akar, not 18 forms, not the other forms, not the dirgha forms and pluta forms.
So that's indicated by at.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, by the takar. If you see that there is takar, so there is one sutra called taparastat kalasya. Yes, taparastat kalasya. So taparastat kalasya means that if we apply takar after any varnaha, okay, then that means that okay, that type of that rasva only we have to take, and that dirgha only we have to take, or that type of. So here in Engaf Padanta Dati, if you see at is applied. So here at means only rasva types, only rasva varna we have to take. So that's what is being explained in this chart. If Pura varna is A or O Padante and Para varna is A, then Adesha will be A or O.
So Prabhuji, so
Yes.
Ati refers to Paravarnaha and Eknaha is
Not
the Purva Varna.
Sorry, yeah. Engaf is Pura varna and Para varna is Ati. Yes.
So I see in this slide that you're showing in blue, yes, there is nimittam. So here the nimittam is eknaha. So EO. EO is a purva nimitta will be called, because it's what.
1 second.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were telling that if Pura varna they are in red color.
Yeah, there will be a nimitta of Purva nimitta, because there are the cousin they are the condition for the Purva Rupa to happen, the Sandhi.
Yeah. Yes. So yes, Prabhu. Actually, there is so many rules. I will tell you. There is something called Purva Nimittam, and there is something called Sthani, and there is something called Paranimittam, and there is something called Adeshaha. Okay, in this way there are so many terms, and sometimes Purva Varnaha can be the Sthani itself. Okay, the Purva Nimittam can be the Sthani itself. Both can be the same, and Adesha can occur in the Sthani. So here, Prabhu, this chart which I have taken from actually someone has made this chart. So this chart here, in this chart, if you see Purva Varna is there, so they have highlighted both Purva Varna and Paravarna as both in red colors. You see, Purva Varna is also in red color, and Paravarna is also in red color. So that means both are Sthani. They both are Sthani. But see, dear devotees who are hearing this talk, so please don't get misunderstand or something that Prabhuji, you are not explaining to us like that. See, there are so many intricacies. Okay, there are so much intricacies in Panini's grammar, and like if you are in the beginning steps, if you are in the beginners, okay, in the beginning stage, then how much ever knowledge is required at that stage, then that's okay, that's perfect. Okay, but as you progress, you will get to know more. What are the intricacies actually? How Sthani occurs actually? What is Sthani? What is Purva Nimittam? What is Paranimittam? So here, if you see, Prabhu, Sthani, they have for Paravarna also they have highlighted it as a red letter. Okay, but actually, Prabhu, it's Paranimittam. Paravarna here it's Paranimittam, and they should highlight it as blue color. Okay, but since both varnas they get ekadesha, no? Both varnas get replaced, so that's why they have put red colors in both places, Purva Varna also and Paravarna also. But if you see in Panini's grammar, Paranimittam is counted as Paravarna. Okay, so Paranimittam is counted. So if you tell Ati, then that is Paranimittam. Whatever is there in Saptami Vibhakti, that is called Paranimittam. And whatever is there in Panchami Vibhakti, that is called Pura Nimittam. And whatever is there in Shashti Vibhakti, that is called Sthani.
In Prabhu, Eknaha is Panchami Vibhakti.
Engaf Padanta Dati. So here, Prabhu, Engaf Padanta Dati, Engaf is in Shashti Vibhakti.
Shasti.
Yes.
No. So it's not Nimitta.
Padantat is the Nimitta, Padantat, Pura Nimittam.
Padant. Oh, okay. Now I got it. Okay.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes. So Padanta is the Pura Nimittam, and then it's the Nimitta, okay, for the A car to occur. Okay, if A occurs in that Nimitta, okay, A occurs in the Padanta and Paranimittam is there Akara, then Adesha will occur. And if Pura Nimittam is Padanta and Okar is there and Paravarna is Akar, Paranimittam, then Adesha will be Okar. So like that. So there are so many intricacies, Prabhu. There is Pura Nimittam, Paranimittam, then there is Adeshaha, Sthani. Yes, it's Sanskrit grammar, Panini's grammar is so vast. Like that.
Thanks, Prabhu, for explaining.
Okay. Anybody has any questions?
प्रभु जी, ये रामः वनम गच्छति, वो सेंटेंस में वो आपने जो बताया उसमें लिखा था राम प्लस स, वो सिंगुलर रामः करने के लिए
किधर गया? ये रहा. हाँ, ये रहा.
इसके भी बाद वाली स्लाइड,
ये स्लाइड के बाद
दो तिगंत, हाँ इसके भी बाद,
ये वाली
नहीं इसके भी बाद में, उसमें वो राम वनः गच्छति, इससे भी बाद वाली,
ये वाला.
हाँ या यस दिस. हाँ, रामः वर्ड बनाया है, ओरिजिनल
हाँ।
एंटिटी राम लिखा है और सफिक्स में स लिखा है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ
हाँ, तो उसका विसर्ग होकर राम, तो ये रामः इज अ वर्ड और राम प्लस स इज इन प्रोसेस ऑफ बिकमिंग अ वर्ड।
यस करेक्ट। प्रकृति प्रत्यय जो होता है ना, तो
हाँ।
राम जो है वो प्रकृति है, उसको प्रकृति ही बोलेंगे हम लोग। और
हाँ।
स जो है ना, स
हाँ।
तो वो प्रत्यय
हाँ।
है। तो क्या होता है कि महर्षि पाणिनि ने ऐसा रूल बनाया है कि
हाँ।
ससो जुषो रुहु, और मैं बता दूं एक सूत्र, ससो जुषो रुहु और खरवसानयोर विसर्जनीय। तो उसके बाद ये सब रूल्स के बाद में राम बन जाता है, ऐसा करके। तो राम प्लस स जब ग्रामेटिकल रूल्स होते हैं इसके अंदर और दूसरे कुछ सूत्र लगते हैं, तब जाके ये बन जाता है राम।
तो ये विसर्ग कौन से शब्द में लगते हैं? सब शब्द में ये विसर्ग नहीं होता है, तो खाली नाउन में होता है कि ऐसा कोई रूल है कि कौन से शब्द में ये विसर्ग लगता है?
हाँ, तो इसमें क्या होता है माता जी कि संस्कृत में एक
हाँ।
3 प्रकार के लिंग होते हैं, पुल्लिंग, स्त्रीलिंग, नपुंसक
हाँ।
लिंग। ठीक है।
हाँ।
तो मेनली जो पुल्लिंग जो होता है ना, पुल्लिंग में जो
हाँ।
शब्द होते हैं यूजुअली,
हाँ।
और उसमें
हाँ।
अकारांत शब्द, अकारांत मतलब
हाँ।
जिनका
हाँ।
शब्द अकार से एंड हो रहा हो। ठीक है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल चैतन्य। ठीक है, मेरा नाम चैतन्य है, तो मेरा जो नाम है वो अकार से एंड हो रहा है, ये अकार में अकार है ना। ठीक है। तो वो चैतन्य जो है वो मस्कुलाइन जेंडर में है, मस्कुलाइन जेंडर और अकारांत वर्ड है, आकार से एंड हो रहा है। तो चैतन्य में चैतन्य में क्या होगा? विसर्ग अप्लाई होगा, चैतन्य करके। हाँ, चैतन्य। तो जैसे आपका नाम है बिना, आप बिना शाह। ठीक है। तो बिना क्या है? आकारांत शब्द है ना, आकारांत। यस, इट्स नॉट अकारांत। तो इसलिए आप में विसर्ग नहीं डलेगा। यस, आप में विसर्ग कैसे बोलेंगे? बिना, ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते, बिना ही बोलेंगे, है ना। लेकिन मेरा नाम जो है वो चैतन्य है। तो जिनका भी नाम आकार से एंड होता है और मेस्कुलाइन में है, पुल्लिंग में है, उन्हीं का नाम विसर्ग से एंड होगा। ठीक है, चैतन्य करके, ऐसे करके। और दूसरे डिवोटीज जैसे योगेश, डॉक्टर योगेश प्रभु है इधर, डॉक्टर योगेश, ओके, योगेश, क्योंकि शकार में अकार है और वो मेस्कुलाइन जेंडर में है। ठीक है, इसकी वजह से अकारांत है और योगेश ऐसे करके।
तो એટલે वो खाली नाउन को ही अप्लाई होता है, वर्ब को नहीं?
नहीं, नाउन को ही अप्लाई होता है।
ओके, नाउन को ही अप्लाई होता है।
हाँ, और दूसरे भी बहुत सारे इसमें रूल्स हैं माता जी। जैसे ये जो वर्ब है ना, वर्ब में भी कभी कभी विसर्ग होता है, लेकिन वो अलग पॉइंट है। ठीक है, उसमें अलग ही रूप चलता है, तो वो डिफरेंट पॉइंट है। लेकिन मेनली जो भी नाउन्स जो है, जो भी नाउन फॉर्म जो है, वो यदि मेस्कुलाइन जेंडर में हो और उनका नाम आकार से एंड होता हो, तो उनका विसर्ग लगेगा। Yes. Okay, so actually today is the second class. today is the ninth class. Okay, day 9, and 29th will be the last class. Okay, 10th. And in the next class we will learn Rupa Sandhi. That will be our last subtype of Swara Sandhi. Okay. So that we will learn, and then at the time I will explain some what will happen in exam and what will be the full marks, and when the exam will be held, and other things. Okay, some important announcements I will make in that class about
और
the...
कल सुबह का तो क्लास होगा ना?
हाँ माता जी, वो तो हर दिन चलता है, मतलब वो तो हर मॉर्निंग में होता है।
ओके।
Okay, no more questions, so here I would like to conclude. Yes, Gokrananda, you want to tell something?
Just one.
Yes.
But I don't want to take more time. Just you can decide when to answer. In the Bhagavad Gita 2:9.